Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Tattoo Twin Tarot. Hope everybody's well. It's been quite a few days since I've done a reading. Been quite busy outside, externally doing things. Hope you're all okay. Energy seems very good at the moment. People are seeing a lot more truths. A lot of things are coming out as it's meant to. So let's see. Let's see how we're going here. First card. Communicate clearly. That's pretty obvious. We're seeing things. You're noticing them. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it within. Don't brush it under the carpet. Communicate clearly what you don't like, what you do like, what isn't working, what is working. Because big happy changes are coming for you due to the power and the energy that you've now created. You've manifested what is coming in. You've stood in your power. You've cut things out. And people who communicate clearly have the ability to open up their throat chakra. And people who open up their throat chakra are normally aligned in a better place and don't hesitate to speak their truth. Unlikely. And that way, when you do, you're unlikely to get a negative result out of what you asked for. Sometimes it doesn't go your way, and that's okay, because that means it wasn't meant for you. But in the unlikely event that things don't come in quite the way you wanted, you have the ability to use your throat chakra, communicate clearly, which regardless of what, and no matter what changes happens, you're going to be happy in that result because you spoke your truth regardless. Meditation brings answers. So when you meditate on things, it gives you yourself. You don't need to ask anybody else. You know what's right within, you know. And if you can trust your intuition because you've been working with it, then you will know that meditation already is something that brings us answers and relieves us of the tension and relieves us of any kind of boggle and foggle that's going on within the mind. Don't stop. You're on the right path. Underneath, that can fall underneath a happy changes, so don't stop, because whatever you're doing, you might not see it happening right now, but that's okay, because some things aren't meant to be seen. The last card is be assertive. Being assertive is confident. It's knowing what you want. It's speaking clearly. It's knowing that you're not going to put up with no bullshit. And it also means that when you use your meditation with your throat chakra and your heart chakra and everything's aligned, you're using your head, you're using your throat, you're using your heart, you're aligning up. Keeping this assertiveness here means that you have the ability to open up and unlock things and see things more clearly than most people. Bottom of the deck, this is all going to fruition in the near future. Okay. So what we're here for? We're here to find out what is going on in the collective. So now we're going to get a couple of spirit cards. And these are the angel cards by Bradley Valentine. Beautiful deck. I love these ones. I could do with another couple of these ones because they are so good. Of different variations, obviously. Okay. Spirit, what angel messages are there out for us today relating to the situation that is at hand? Angel, what spirit messages are there in our guided and best light for what is happening around us as we speak? We have 3. I'll take those. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, the spiritual teachings and self-discovery. As we've said, meditation is always a way. There's a 9 here and the top of this card. So therefore, to me, that means there's an ending to old. And when you meditate and you pull in, it means that your ability to see this is a lot stronger, a lot better. Communicate clearly, as it's stated in the affirmation cards when we first started the reading. First card we have is Seven of Earth. Seeds that you planted have been well planted. A temporary pause in action, don't worry, it's unnecessary. So this tells me when I said manifestation season, plant your seeds and what you plant shall come forward and shall fruition. This is that card that is clarifying now is the time that you might start seeing those buds and those seeds starting to fruition. You might see that what you have started to plant, or you may see things, like I said, now is the time of seeing. This is the energy to say that that is what's happening right now. Ace of Water. And because you did this, we have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, which is an absolute new way of thinking with love, new affection, wanting to move forward in that abundance of love and abundance of love, affection, emotions are running quite high, and there's a new beginning in that for you, which is love. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. There's a new home coming here. Whether that is somebody from your past wanting to come and move in with you, whether that's you moving forward into your new home, whether that's spiritual growth that has now enhanced your intuition, which is what we've said in the beginning here. Big happy changes, communicate clearly, be assertive, meditate. It's all about intuition. You know which is right. You know what's wrong. Are you going to pass the test and keep forward? Moving forward, don't let the bling and the glitter and the sparkle that's around you that could be trying to guide you off this path that you know that you're on. Well, once you've done that, this is what's going to come in. You have this Ace of Water, which is this happy new relationship. And this could be the redo card. The person from the past, the Six of Cups, the reconciliation, the union card, a resurgence of a relationship. This could be also a friendship. But we're doing love readings generally. So this is where we normally take the message from. The last angel card that we have is the Eight of Fire. Events are moving at a fast pace now, and the delays are over. Many things are happening all at once. Because you've stayed in this power and you've spoke your truth, you've been assertive, you've meditated, you've gone within, you've listened to your guides, you planted the seeds when you were told to plant the seeds, you've sat back and allowed this to come to you. Now it's going to come to you, and it's going to come to you thick and fast. So there is no hang-ups, no wait anymore during this energy. So let's just put these up here. Okay, so what do we want to know? As always, we want to know what's going on with the masculine. So I'm going to pull the basic spread is what I always like to do, which is the head, heart, and the intentions. And then we're going to go what's stopping them, blocking them, or what's in the way. And then we're going to go what's centre of the reading, what crosses the reading. Then we should do the same with my own deck. We have my own deck has arrived. This is for twin flames in separation because we've had the resurgence card come up. I have a feeling that this is the one from the past. I'm a twin flame reader, so we're going to go there. We're gonna showcase my own deck. It has been used, and they worked very well. So let's see what goes on in the divine masculine. What is going on in divine masculine of the collective right now? We want to know what's going on in his internal thought process. We want to know what's going on in his internal heart process. And we want to know what he's intending on doing in this connection. This connection will be for the next 3-4 days. This is something that's going to come. It's a short energy. It's nothing big. Okay. In his head is the Six of Cups. In his head, all he's thinking about is his divine feminine. Is this love, is nostalgia, this love from the past. First card, this is the divine masculine's headspace. What is going on with the divine masculine's heart space, please, here? What is going on with the divine masculine's heart space? Hangman, stalemate, hanging back, not knowing where to walk forward. So he's kind of holding this love back for now. Yeah, he's not sure what to do with it. He knows he feels it. He knows what he wants. Nine of Wands, that's his intention. So Nine of Wands, he could be coming forward. He knows that he's burdened, completely burdened. But he sees why, and there's an ending because this is a 9. Once he gets to the 10 with these burdens, that's when he will release them. This is somebody acknowledging where the burdens are coming from. So there might not necessarily be any clear movement just yet or within the next few days, although his intentions in his head is all focused on his divine feminine over here. What is blocking, stopping, or creating an issue for him at this present moment. Okay, so it's the 10 of coins. So it could be his pentacles, this masculine, or time. This pentacles can be time or it can be money. So it might not have the time at the moment. It might be locked down with family, with a karmic. It might be having to work really hard because of lockdowns here. Or it might be because of lockdown, there's no money. And his lack of abundance, because this is on the warning. So let's see what else we've got in any warnings. Okay, there's a... What's stopping him? There's two of cups. So that might be a warning. Well, that could be a soulmate connection. So he might be with a karmic. He might be with somebody who he classed as a soulmate. But we all have soulmates. Some can be good, some can be bad. So this could be a karmic who is there to learn him lessons. So the money and the lessons and the love and in this soulmate that he's around is stopping him moving forward at this time. What is also stopping him move forward? The Queen of Swords. Maybe you stood in your power now and you are assertive. And if you are assertive and you've done your thing and you spoke clearly and you've communicated what you want, which means that you've used this Queen of Swords energy really to speak your truth. You're going to cut him down if he comes in you. And that's scaring the Divine Masculine, because he's really, really thinking about you in this headspace with this Six of Cups. So he's really scared of coming forward in case you use that Queen of Wands sword to cut his ass. Cut him out. And that's what he's scared of. It doesn't matter. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are happening. Things are happening. The universe is turning. The universe, look, they're trying to hang on. It's trying to hang on to the past. It's trying to hang on to things, because that might mean for me that there's things crumbling. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Coins. So he wants to build something new here. There's a new build that he wants to do. So deep in his mindset at the moment, he wants to build something new with the Three of Wands, which is an energy of knowing where he wants to go. He might have to just sit and wait for a bit, which is the pause, which is the Hangman. He knows what is lost. He knows what's behind him. He's not focusing on what's behind him anymore. He's focusing on this third wand, the one that's in his hand, the one that's looking out to the future. Five of Swords means that he could be in an energy where he's kind of over boggled in his head. He's really he's fighting a lot of demons right now within. There's a lot of changes in his mind process. His kind of realization. There could be a big wake up that's coming for this Divine Masculine. Okay, we're going to go back to the top and we're going to do what's crossing the reading. What's crossing the reading is the Knight of Cups. What's crossing the reading? Knight of Coins, sorry. The Knight of Coins is somebody who is gathering information. So because he doesn't know what's going on with you, and this is the stand back energy, and he's kind of watching you maybe, although that the card hasn't come out. To me, this is somebody who's building up, is finding out who he is. He's walking the path now. And a knight does turn into a king. So let me just tell you, if it's taken a bit long for this Divine Masculine to come back or get into contact, don't worry, he's building on himself. You are in his head, you are in his heart. And at the moment, he's just dealing with a lot of frustrations, a lot of burdens that are all within his head. So that's what's going to build forward. But then straight away we have the Knave of Cups. So you know it is taking him to time. He hasn't got the strength. He probably hasn't got the maturity to quite move forward within this at present. So let's see what the Divine Masculine wants to say. So if you're in full separation, this to me feels like that very much straight away from the resurgence of coming back from the past. We have the past card here, the Six of Cups. We have a soulmate connection. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of the Fortune is the universe turning this connection round. This is my own deck. This is guided from the masculine energy that I've been working with over the last couple of years, helping them heal, understanding where their issues were, making connections to the cards that are already in the general tarot, and then coming up with, as you do, what's in the mind of the masculine, speaking to them, seeing what's going on, and then intuitively writing those down and putting them into word form rather than picture form. This is my own interpretation. This is no way by shape or form what could be exactly going on, but this is how I intuitively read. I tend to get it right with the cards, so I just thought we'd go in with some words, and words means something more to other people. Some cards you can't understand. People like to see the card. If you don't know the cards, well, this is going to help you. Bottom of the deck, first of all, we have I miss you. So this Divine Masculine misses you. We already know that because that's in his Six of Cups energy. That's in his headspace. So these are for those in separation. Could be complete separation, where there is absolutely no contact at all. So if you're in absolute no contact, these messages for you. If you are, then maybe they aren't. But let's go with the flow. And this is somebody who is, for me, not in contact. Is hanging back because he's in that stagnant energy. Okay. There is two cards that have fell out. I'm walking away. Nothing has stopped me thinking of you. So this divine masculine is really thinking of you, which we already know that because that's the Six of Cups. Okay. I made the wrong choices and the pain is too much to deal with without something to numb the heartbreak and the break that I caused. So he knows now, he's aware that what he done, he made the wrong choices and he walked away from something. He said he took too many chances and he lost. He probably kept pushing, didn't think you'd actually walk away. Felt the connection so strong, thought you'd always be there. Always be there at the end of the phone. Always waiting, always putting up with the bullshit. Not quite standing in your power. Okay, I'm done playing. I want stability, but I don't know how to get it. This divine masculine is all up in his head and he just don't know where to move forward. We said that with the stagnant energy. He's now said, I'm done resisting. I'm allowing my heart to lead the way. So he's going to come forward, even though you're in this Queen of Swords energy or is worried about that. And even though he's worried about his Pentacles, he doesn't want to resist this connection no more. It hurts too much to resist it. And he's begging now, please, please, Divine Feminine, please don't walk away. Because he sees that you've manned up, and he can't see. And if you're in this divinity properly and you're really standing your power, then because you're becoming abundant and happy and you're not sitting there miserable like you always have been, that like in the past maybe, he's now really thinking you've walked away. I have been watching you. I've been watching and looking at your picture. So this divine masculine has been watching. I did say that I had the energy of that he's watching, and the card hadn't come out. Well, now it has. You make stable look like I've never seen it before. Before I used you for my benefit and now I regret it. So in the past, maybe you was the one who carried a lot of the burdens, paid for a lot of things, did a lot of things and took a lot on. And now he realizes how stable you are. And maybe before in the past, if you lost kind of any stability or it was a bit rocky, maybe because of this divine masculine. But now he sees how stable you are. And it's very attractive to him. I will wait for you for 1,000,000 lifetimes. How beautiful. How beautiful. That's the only card I've got in that. Because these are a prototype, there is different fonts that we've used on these just to see how they work. My choices are the reason I'm here. I see the patterns and the cycles. So he's finally realised that there's patterns that he's followed that maybe parents did, or cycles in relationships that end in the same way, or the cycle of him walking back to the karmic and then thinking I can't do this, walking away, and then she drags him back in with maybe I promise that I'm gonna change, or I can't live without you, I'm gonna kill myself, anything, or we've got children, you can't walk away, how are you going to be a parent out there, why would you walk away when your daddy walked away, or whatever. There is patterns and there is cycles that this masculine is now seeing connected to this karmic, and he realizes they're not healthy and they are just burdens that hold him down. When we had burdens, which is the 9 of Wands, he's very burdensome in this connection and he knows that he has to walk away. I become the man I swore I'd never be. I know I'm making the same mistakes and changes need to happen. I just don't know how. Well, this is where the enlightenment for you to come. So when you walk in your divinity, because he's connected and he's going to enlighten as much as you're going to enlighten. And he really feels that now. Nobody cared like you did and it felt nice, but then I went into my head. What if you left? What if you did to me what I did to you? And this divine masculine ran from love. A lot of them do. They run from that commitment. They felt something with you that they've never felt with somebody else. And in turn, it scared them that much that they ran away to somebody who they didn't feel that with. Because when they love somebody that is less than you, they're not going to get hurt. Because finally, they found somebody that they really would not want to lose. And what do? When you want something and you have that negative attachment to it, you push it away. And that's exactly what the divine masculine did. He pushed you away. Well, okay, we've got 3 and we'll leave it there after that one. And we will read bottom of the deck afterwards. First card. I'm ready to fight for what I want and no man can come between us, and I'll fight anyone for your love. So this divine masculine thinks that you have another lover here. You've been single so long, you're so attractive, you're abundant. Why wouldn't another masculine take you? Why would you wait for him when he hasn't shown you any sign because you've been in no contact? I thought the grass was greener on the other side and I'm facing my karma. So he walked away from you thinking he was going to get better. But karma is paying him now. And now he's seeing. I'm willing to fight for what I want, but I can't tell if what I want I can't tell if you want this as well. And I'm holding back. This is getting too much to deal with. So because you're so abundant and not putting out those posts of, I miss you, or, you know, those kind of hurtful posts that people put on after a breakup, you know, very openly hurting and healing. Well, now you're not hurting and healing. You're healing, but you're doing it from such a place that is high vibration. And he doesn't understand this because he's never seen this from you before. Bottom of the deck, I'm done with everything. All I want is you. And I'm coming. His divine masculine knows. And it's coming. What a beautiful reading. Hope you find clarity. Speak to you soon.